Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Haverhill Stadium as the CHS Lions play the Haverhill Hillies on Halloween Eve. If you're seeing this, it's probably Halloween night, so happy Halloween, everybody, while the trick-or-treaters are out. Hope you'll stay with us and watch the game. It should be a great game tonight between two evenly matched teams, even though the record doesn't show it. Chelmsford off a big win against Drake at 35-14, and Haverhill lost to Methuen last week 14-12, but a game they could easily won. I talked to the head coach. It was a matter of extra points. They didn't get it at the end. There was a 2-point conversion that they failed on, and they lost the game. But they have a great passing attack, and their defense is great, so Chelmsford's going to have they had their work cut out for them tonight. All right, let's go to the booth now. Dan Kachufis and Jeff Stallard.
Jeff Stallard's not here yet, but the kick is going to be taken up. The Chelmsford ball carrier is going to be hit. Can't tell who the ball carrier is there. Did look like number 30, though, John Kidd. No, you probably can't tell because, unfortunately, our camera's a little bit blurry tonight. So Chelmsford starts out on possession. That's going to be Chris Campbell coming out as the quarterback. That's Coder in motion, number 87. Metz stepping back from the line. He's going to be in motion. Looks like he'll be the lead blocker. Haverhill defense shifts. Morris breaks free, and he's going to be ahead for about 4 or 5 yards. Chelmsford, Chris Morris is ahead to about his own 40-yard line. Now, this is a big game coming in for the Lions. As Sheen said earlier in the broadcast, these are two evenly matched teams, although Chelmsford's record is slightly better than Haverhill. But correction, Chelmsford beat Haverhill. Not Chelmsford beat Haverhill. Chelmsford beat Drake last week, 42-7, not 35-14. I don't know where he got that score, but anyway. The handoff is to Morris. He dives, holds on to the ball. Probably a loss of about 1 from the spot, and that's what it looks like. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 6. Chelmsford needs to get to the 45-yard line for the first down. And I'd say both teams hoping not to go on the passing attack tonight with the wind. The wind is blowing just unbelievably strong. Campbell over center. Dropping back from the line is Metz. He's going to be in motion. Handoff is to the fullback, Royman Donka, and he's not going anywhere. He's going to be stopped after a gain of maybe a half yard from what they have for the spot. So it's going to be 4th down, and Chelmsford's going to come on and bring their kicking team. Punter for Chelmsford tonight looks like it's going to be Eric Monzi. And Monzi on the field as Chelmsford goes back out onto the field. Two men back deep for Haverhill. The snap, the kick. It's a line drive kick. Takes a Chelmsford bounce. But Chelmsford's going to down the ball at about Haverhill's 40-yard line, so Haverhill's going to have pretty good field position to start out here tonight. Get word on who the quarterback is. Number 7, Sean Sugru, coming to the game. 6'4", 210. He's a sophomore. Big Sugru, and he's going to be the quarterback. He's only a sophomore. Tight set. Dropping back to pass. In trouble. The pass is going to be complete. It's going to be a first down, and the receiver is number 10, Todd Cormier. They're going to have a nice pickup of about 19 yards. Good pickup for Haverhill. They found a man. They found Cormier over the middle. No one on him. And for that 20-yard pickup. It's one thing the Chelmsford secondary is going to have to watch out for this week. This is a challenge for him. Number 2, Adam Gagne, split wide to the top of the screen. Tight formation, looks like that's Haverhill's trademark. Pass the pitch to number 44. He's ahead for about 4 yards. Number 44 for the Haverhill High School Hillies is Rob Pike. He's going to be the fullback. Be about second down and about 6. And that referee looks familiar. I believe we had him against Central Catholic. Sugary dropping back to pass. Oh, he almost gets wrapped up, but he's going to power himself ahead for a gain of about 2 yards. Looks like there's a little bit of hitting going on after the play, but getting up from the play, that's 65, Ron Rich, and the quarterback, number 7, Sean Sugru. The PA system, it sounds like Sugru. Haverhill moving the ball well. It's going to be third down and about 5 from the 35-yard line of Chelmsford. Sugru dropping back into the shotgun. Here's the snap. He drops back to pass. Fires. It's going to be complete. It's number 43 down by the sideline. He's going to have the first down. 43, Derek Griffin, 5'8", 175. He's a senior, playing tight end for the Hillies this year. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Chelmsford 26-yard line. Sugru into the shotgun again. One receiver split wide to the bottom of the screen. The snap, the give is to 44 Pike, and he's ahead for about 6 yards to about the 20-yard line. Chelmsford defense seemed to show a little bit of weakness up the middle today, and that's not good. So it was a pickoff of 6. It's going to be second down and about 4. Still waiting on the arrival of Jeff Stallard. With Sugru over center. He's going to take the snap eventually, and he does. Dropping back to pass. He's got a receiver open across midfield, and he overthrew him. The wind probably took that one. You feel the wind blow straight in toward the booth. And that's the way the ball went, so it probably knocked it down. It'll be third down at about 4 for Haverhill. There's a situation here where they go for it on 4th down also, because field goal kicking is very rare in the high school football. The give is to the running back, number 1, Scott Alsop. He's a senior, 5'9", 190 out of Haverhill High School. Looks like Haverhill using a pretty balanced attack so far tonight. Sugru over center with the man in motion, dropping back to pass. Fires. There's a flag. Touchdown into the end zone. Rob Pike is the receiver, but there's a flag in the play. Penalty is against Chelmsford and offsides, and it's going to be declined, so it's still 6-0 Haverhill. Haverhill looks like they're keeping their first unit out there. And they're going to go for the 2-point conversion. Be a big boost if Chelmsford can stop them right here. Sugru's got nothing, and he's not going to get into the end zone. He's short by about 5 inches. Chelmsford does a good job stopping him. 6-0 is the score. It's going to be number 80, Drayton Simpson, to kick off for the Haverhill Hillies. And we have Matt Holt and number 5, Chris Morris, back deep on the Chelmsford 5-yard line. It looks like good that they're back there. The kick, it's a decent one. Going to be taken by Morris at the 10-yard line. Morris has got a little bit of a seam up the middle. He powers forward to about the 32-yard line, and that's where he's going to be stopped and where Chelmsford is going to take over 1st down and 10. Campbell bringing out his Lions. Coming off a 42-7 win over Dracut, but this is a whole different ball game this week against a very tough Haverhill team, tough defense, tough all over the place. Holt's going to be split to the top of the screen. Metz is going in motion toward the bottom, toward the left side. Morris is going to be a wideout. They give it to him in Donka, and he's not going to have any room. Gain of a few inches, if that. And they spot the ball about the 32.5-yard line, so he does get a few yards. Chelmsford coming back out, 4 minutes to go. Clock running down, Metz sets up on the far side. Looks like Campbell on the keeper. And it doesn't look like that inside game is going to be working as it did against Dracut last week. Dracut not very strong up front, but this Haverhill team looks like they are. Campbell brings his Lions out. Holt split to the bottom left. Coder in motion to the far side. The snap, Campbell dropping back to pass. He fires. Oh, underthrows it. It's going to go to 4th down. And the Chelmsford punting unit is going to have to go in again. 2 3-and-out situations for the Lions. Not the way you would like to start an offensive game. Adam Gagne is back deep along with Scott Alsop, that looks like number 1 for the Haverhill Hillies. Eric Monsey is going to be the punter for the Lions tonight. He's back deep. Waiting for the snap. Long count by Monsey. The snap is low. The kick is a line drive kick, trying to keep it out of the wind. Takes a Chelmsford bounce. And it's going to be down at about the 35-yard line by Ryan Farley, number 16 for the Lions. Haverhill coming back out onto the field with their sophomore quarterback, Sean Chagru. Maybe able to hear the Haverhill marching band. They strike up. Chelmsford marching band still getting settled as they were late coming in. They showed up probably 15 minutes before the start of the ball game. Chagru over center with a tight formation. His line sets. Dropping back to pass to Chagru. Looks deep. Oh, incomplete. The intended receiver, number 44, Rob Pike, and an opportune hit put on at the right moment by Chris Brashoni to break up that pass. Haverhill sideline doesn't necessarily like that. So 2nd down and 10 from about the 35-yard line. First quarter, 2:56 remains. Chagru in the shotgun, with Gagne split to the right. The give is to Pike. Not going to find any room, and he's going to be taken down after a pickup of 2 yards, if that. Looked like he jumped on top of one of his players and found there wasn't any room there, so went forward. This is actually a 3rd year in a row we've been in Haverhill. 2 years ago when we played the Haverhill Hillies here at Haverhill Stadium, and then last year we played Central Catholic here. Chagru into the shotgun formation. 2 men split wide, 1 to each side. Dropping back to pass. He's in trouble. Oh, and he's going to be taken down for the sack, a loss of about 1 yard. And on fourth down and about 9, the punting unit is going to come on for the Haverhill Hillies. Shagru runs off, and it'll be Chelmsford ball. Chelmsford will have the opportunity to take possession here. Matt Holt is back deep on about his own 28-yard line. The kick is up. It's a low kick, but it's going to be taken by Holt. He's got a little bit of room before he hits the Haverhill defenders, and he's going to be taken down at about the 36-yard line. About a 12-yard return. As he had to go back, the wind seems to be blowing from the scoreboard end of the field, which is your left side of the screen, toward the left side of the screen, and sometimes shifting direction and blowing toward you. Chelmsford now bringing him back out. That's fielding split to the top with Campbell over center, and Donka and Morris in the backfield. Double strong. Morris gets the handoff, and he's not going to get much more. Pickup of about 1.5 yards. So I think at this point, it's pretty much seems like Chelmsford isn't getting anything up the middle. By this time, Morris had like 100 yards already against Dracut. But obviously, that's not going to be the case tonight against this Haverhill Hilly defense. That's Holt at the top of your screen. Met's in motion after he drops back from his tight end spot. They give us to Mendaki. He's going to try to go around the end from the fullback position, and he's ahead for about 2 or 3 yards. It's going to be third down at about 5. And a timeout is called by the Haverhill Hillies. 45 seconds remain in this first quarter of play. In Haverhill. And Jeff Stallard isn't here yet, but we suspect that most likely he's probably at Evzon, back in the town of Chelmsford. It's probably nice and warm in that restaurant, and it's not here. A cold, raw, windy night. Good night for football, except it'll adversely affect the kicking game. Waiting for Chelmsford to come back out onto the field, and they do. Campbell takes him out. Worcester is split to the bottom. Met's dropping back from the line, and he's in motion. He's going to set up as a second fullback. Morris has got a little bit of room around the end, and he's going to be wrapped up. It's going to stop him short, probably about fourth down and 2. Interesting to see what Chelmsford will do here. I think at this point Chelmsford wants to try the fourth down conversion, and no substitutes have come out onto the field. The kicking team has not come out. Coach Ridge contemplating what's going to happen. The huddle isn't even sure what's going to happen. They're going to call a timeout. Chelmsford is. Fourth down and about 2 to go from the Chelmsford 43. Chelmsford hasn't had the ball inside Haverhill Hilly territory yet, but right about now would be a good time to start. Haverhill Stadium, we have a beautiful view from up top on the press box. Very high up here, a concrete stadium. It's quite a trip, and the traffic was horrible coming up. But hey, what do you expect? $4.95 on a Friday night. Not a very sparse crowd for Haverhill tonight. And equally as sparse for Chelmsford over there on the sideline. That's the Haverhill Hillies sideline. It looks like Chelmsford's going to punt. They have the punting unit on the field with Eric Mounsey. So it's going to be Mounsey back to kick for the Lions. Only one receiver back deep. That's Adam Gagne, number 2. Long snap count by Mounsey. The snap is a good one. The kick, oh my gosh, it's almost blocked, but it's a good kick. It gets, no, not a good kick, out of bounds. They're going to mark it at about the 36-yard line. The Haverhill sideline. That we see Chelmsford, the kick going out of bounds at about the 41-yard line. So, not a very good net gain. Or a very good net gain for Haverhill, I should say. In case you haven't figured that out, that's Chelmsford on the side. That big number 77 that you see is John McIsaac. Now, if you haven't figured it out already, that's Haverhill, and Jeff Stallard's going to be joining us shortly. So as we switch sides going into the second quarter, 6-0 is the score. Haverhill's going to start from their own 42-yard line. And good evening, Jeff, sir. How are you tonight?
Hard.
Shagru has it. He takes it himself up the sideline. I can't see where that other, yeah, there it is, right there, the other down marker. That's a gain of about 6 or 7. Tackle made by number 55, Dan Warshawski. Shagru brings him out. He's in the shotgun formation. Looks like they like the shotgun. Oh, the snap gets away. Uh-oh. Chelmsford takes possession on the fumble. Chelmsford's going to take over. Great play.
Well, certainly a break for the Lions, Dan.
And that's what could happen in the shotgun formation. It could come back to bite you if you get an errant snap like that.
Haverhill should consider themselves bit then.
Chelmsford's going to take over with very good field position at the 30-yard line. Looks like just outside the 30-yard line. With Campbell over center, he's going to give to Chris Morris. He's going to be met and taken down for a gain of about 1.5 yards. So it's 6-0 so far. We've seen Haverhill march down the field on their first possession for a touchdown, and Chelmsford go 3 and out twice.
Well, certainly Chelmsford with an opportunity to score here late in the early in the second period. Still getting my bearings here.
8:44. Metz is going to be in motion with Campbell over center. The snap, the give is going to be to Mendonca, and he's ahead for a few yards, at least to the 24-yard line of Chelmsford. Looks like he's not going to have the first down, but he's going to be pretty darn close to it. So we'll go to third down at about 3 yards. That's Big Roy, number 44, with Campbell bringing out the Lions. Metz going in motion toward the right side. Campbell sets. Here's the snap. They give us to Morris. He's going to be tripped up. And that's going to be close to a first down, but it's going to be fourth down.
Well, certainly I think Chelmsford will go for it here. There's no point in kicking it this deep in Haverhill territory, especially with the wind blowing as stiff as it is. The ball will be out of the field.
Chelmsford will go for it. It's going to be fourth down and 1 from the 22-yard line. Everyone in tight for the Lions. The snap, the give is to Chris Campbell. He's over and looks like he's going to have the first down. There's a scramble on the field. Loose ball, perhaps. Doesn't look like it. And they're going to have the first down.
All right, that's the way to get going. First and 10 for the Lions, and it looks like the Haverhill, just about the Haverhill 20-yard line, Dan.
Yes, it does, and it certainly helps this week having the lines painted on, the numbers painted on the field.
I was just thinking, we were here last year for the Central Catholic game, and it's certainly as cold as it was, maybe colder, but at least it's not raining.
Let's cross our fingers, hope that doesn't happen. Mendonca still up with the ball, twisting and turning. He's ahead to about the 10-yard line, and he's going to be close to another Chelmsford first down.
Well, this is going to depend on where the officials spot the ball, certainly, but it looks like he's going to be shy by about a foot.
Oh, well, get it on the next play.
Those individuals in a striped shirt not quite getting the spot we'd like, and that'll bring up second and a foot maybe?
Foot, more or less. Something like that. From about the 11-yard line. Campbell brings him out. Campbell's going to keep himself going around the end. He dives.
The question is going to be if the official rules him down where he went into the dive, and it looks like that may be the case.
Where his knees first hit the ground, I think the ball was at the 11-yard line. I think it's a pretty good spot done by the officials and didn't really get any gain on that play. Hey, look, that's Haverhill, actually, now. I was going to say, hey, that's Chelmsford, and that was who you were seeing before.
Boy, this looks great with those new cameras.
Certainly does. Campbell over center. The handoff is going to be to Chris Morris, and he's going to have the first down and more up to head to about the 7-yard line.
Morris not really tackled on the play, just finally ran into more Haverhill players than he could move, and the whistle blows the ball dead.
Such is life, but it's still first down and goal for the Lions from the 7-yard line. .5:25 remains. Campbell taking him over center. 3 guys in the backfield, Holt, Mendonca, and Morris. The handoff is going to be to Morris through the middle. He's going to have 2 yards to about the 5-yard line. It's going to be second down from the 5-yard line.
A very blustery night here in Haverhill, but certainly if Chelmsford was to choose to try for the field goal tonight, for the rest of the half they'll have the wind, and a strong wind that it is, at their back.
The wind seems to be shifting a lot too. It blows into the press box, which is toward the front of you at times. Campbell over center. Give us to Mendonca. He powers ahead to about the 1-yard line, 1.5-yard line.
Good effort by the Lion offensive line, moving the Hillies backwards. I think the Haverhill Hillies, that's an interesting nickname. I think they derive the nickname from the amount of stairs you have to climb to get to the press box.
It seems logical, very logical.
Actually, Haverhill's a very nice little city.
It is. Drove through downtown Haverhill trying to get here. It is a nice little city, much like Lowell in terms of its mill history. Morris is going to be into the end zone. Touchdown!
And that'll be a Chelmsford touchdown, very much like its offensive history. All right, I'm reaching, but it's cold. It's windy. I'm old.
Oh, well.
I'm becoming a seasoned citizen.
Should we order that wheelchair now, Jeff?
I want one with a motor, though.
Oh, we might be able to arrange that.
Maybe 8-cylinder overhead twin cam.
Oh, don't we all wish?
Percolated, carbureted, and flagulated.
And we're going to have flags on the play. False start on Chelmsford. It's going to move him back 5.
I really don't see that makes a difference at this point. Dan Monsi's got a great leg, and he's got a very stiff breeze behind him.
It's actually blowing at a diagonal.
Kind of depends on where your sentence is, to where the wind is.
Mousy might have to try to pin it right inside that far upright. The snap, the kick is up and looks like it's good. 7-6 Chelmsford.
No problemo, senor. If you've just joined us, we're in scenic downtown Haverhill. Can you say we're not really in the downtown? We're kind of up on the Merrimack end of the town, the river behind us.
Right across the street from the Hale Hospital.
From the what?
The Hale Hospital.
It's like the UN up here. I've got my compatriot here. I've got a translator in my ear. And we're getting ready to have Chelmsford kick off after the score. Chelmsford driving down the field on a Haverhill fumble. A bad snap. Chelmsford converts the turnover, and we'll have a 7-6 Chelmsford lead. Looks like Holt is going to be called over to hold the ball on the tee. Very brisk breeze.
LaCapo is going to be doing the kicking tonight. Interesting.
That is interesting.
I believe we've seen him do it before. And maybe he wants a chance to pin it back in the end zone with this wind. Unbelievable.
I think this wind is part of Tropical Storm Lion, which has recently entered the Haverhill area.
I mean, that flag is absolutely starched out there on that flagpole.
I believe it was last year at this time we were talking about seeing lawn furniture blowing by.
And it ended with small automobiles.
What? Oh, look at this.
Uh-oh.
Now that is an interesting strategy. I have to give credit to Bruce Rich for that call. That was certainly unexpected, and Chelmsford will have the ball 1st and 10.
We got a man down on the field there. That's 52, but he's up. It's Justin Bailey, but Chelmsford takes over. Oh, boy.
Yahoo! All righty. Certainly the Lions coming out and surprising Haverhill, just kind of dunking it up in the air. And this is a tough break for Haverhill. Their defense being driven down the field now has to come out again and try and stop the Lions.
And with the play-by-play is my man Jeff.
Hey, that's me. Mendonca in motion. There's the handoff to Morris. Morris is around the end. He's still on his feet. He's going to get up to the line of scrimmage, maybe pick up 1 or 2 more.
Good job as he darts in and out and does all these sorts of spin moves. And a good lead block put on by Roy Mendonca, but unfortunately a Haverhill defender went unnoticed, and that's who eventually bit Chris Morris. Well, not bite, but, you know.
Campbell brings the Lions out over the ball. He's working with a double tight. Wing, split backs, calls the signals. He's looking to throw. Campbell puts it up, fakes once, fakes twice, pulls it down, heads upfield. He's got some running room. He breaks 1-2. Finally brought down by the 3rd Haverhill player, and looks like he'll have a gain of 4 maybe.
Looks like about that. Chris Campbell electing to do the wise thing, seeing that he didn't have a receiver. He elected to take it himself. And it's going to make it about 3rd down and 3.5, 4 yards, about that.
Well, nothing hurts worse more than to take the ball over, especially on a turnover, pump the offensive up, and then throw into a crowd and lose the ball. So we'll have the I formation, double tight, wingman right. Chelmsford with the run, handoff to Mendonca. Mendonca's going to, oh my goodness.
Whoa! Unbelievable. Mendonca's going to have the 1st down and more. He just kept going and going and going.
Very much a Larry Zonka type run there, just or Larry Zonka in the 70s with the Miami Dolphins. Just people bouncing, brown shirts bouncing off of Mendonca, and he'll have 1st and 10 for the Lions. Very nice effort.
Very nice effort. Dare I say, you should get one of those drums from the marching band. He'd be all set.
There you go. Okay. Campbell with the deep eye. Mendonca the fullback, Morris the tailback. There's the handoff to Morris. He's around the corner. He's got blockers. He's got room. He's pushing people, stiff-arming people, and finally going to be brought down near the 9-yard line.
Looks like they spotted on the 12-yard line.
No, all right, I'll take that. That's good. And we'll have a timeout on the field. Timeout. I don't know what that was.
I think the official timeout. I think they want the clock reset.
Okay, their officials working with the clock. getting ready, and we'll resume live play momentarily, secondarily. I'm making up new words even as we speak. All right, there's the second period back in play. Campbell working over the center. Mendonca, the motion man. And he's rolling right. He's looking to throw. He throws. It's complete, and it's touchdown, Chelmsford.
Touchdown. You got Coderre coming again out of that tight end spot and weaving across, and uncontested caught the ball about the line and powered his way into the end zone. So that's going to make the score 13-6.
All right, Chelmsford, the play action rollout to the right, getting some nice blocking, Campbell did. And we decided it's going to be Matt or Mark Coderre this week.
Let's go with Matt Coderre.
All right, Coderre with the touchdown. Chelmsford will come out for the PAT. Mouncey sets up. There's a snap. There's the kick. The kick is up. And it's going to be good. Nice job, Chelmsford.
1:57 remains in the half.
Otherwise, you won't have any. We're here in Haverhill. I don't know what I'm doing. Jeff Stallet, Tankachufis et al., the Chelmsford High School Television Club. Chelmsford Community Television, Tom Peterson. It's a cast of thousands. Actually, it just seems that way. They do such a good job down there in the truck and on the cameras. Chelmsford will be kicking off with the wind behind him. Chelmsford on a short fly ball of a kickoff, recovered on about the Haverhill 40, and Haverhill hasn't been able to do a thing since. Now we've got Locapo kicking again, Dan. What do you think they're going to do this time?
Well, interesting. It doesn't have a holder. 3 guys back deep for Haverhill.
And it's a short fly ball. And it's, oh my goodness. Talk about deja vu all over again.
Looks like Haverhill's going to take possession of the ball. Chelmsford not coming out flying, so Haverhill will take possession from the 34-yard line.
Haverhill most fortunate. Their up man went to catch the ball, and the next thing you know, it wasn't there. I have to commend Bruce Rich on this special teams strategy tonight. Certainly forcing Haverhill. And we're going to have a offside penalty on Chelmsford, which will be declined. Certainly Haverhill doesn't want to give him another chance to do that. Oh my goodness.
Strange turn of events. 30 from the 34-yard line. Haverhill sets up. Sean Chagru, sophomore quarterback from Haverhill, waiting for the official signals to start him up. And there's the whistle. Chagru sets up over center. 3 men in the backfield. Everyone tight.
Oh,
everyone jumps, and that's going to be offsides. Not offsides. It's going to be a false start.
Haverhill a little early there coming off the ball, and that'll set him back 5. It'll be 1st and 15. Things not going Haverhill's way late in the first half, Dan.
But I think we can live with that. Actually, it went their way in that first drive. They did a nice job of moving the ball downfield via the pass. Chagru rolling. McDonald is going to pull him down. Looks like it's going to be in the backfield for about a 1-yard loss.
Can you say sack? I think you can. Go ahead. You try it. Chelmsford putting on a tremendous pressure on the quarterback, not allowing him to roll out and have any time to set up. And if the defensive line can keep that kind of pressure on the Haverhill quarterback tonight, it probably will keep their throwing game from getting untracked.
Hopefully so. Nice night for football. A little bit cold. Chagru over center. 1:12 remains. The clock is ticking down. Man in motion. Chagru dropping back to pass. He's in trouble again, and he's going to be sacked.
That's what you call a textbook example of in the grasp.
And that's going to be 3rd down and about 22.
Chelmsford taking a timeout. Certainly Chelmsford wanting to discuss their strategy with Haverhill facing third and forever.
Gentlemen, that's the Chelmsford huddle. Number 2, KP Walsh. Number 11, Andy Fleming. And whoever else we may have.
Here come the Lions back onto the field.
3rd down and 24. This seems like a good time for Giroux to go from the shotgun. He's got that man split. Can't tell the number. But there's going to be a man in motion for Haverhill.
Here's
Giroux.
the pitch. Here's the problem. He's outside. He's around the corner. And he's out of bounds.
Goes out of bounds at about the 30, 31-yard line maybe. That's going to stop the clock. And that's a pretty good pickup for Haverhill. And it'll be 4th down at about 14. So Haverhill's going to have to pump the ball away.
48 seconds left to go in the half, Dan. What do you think of a fake punt here? Clock's winding down. Perhaps you can hold Chelmsford for 30 seconds.
I wouldn't risk it. I really wouldn't risk it. It doesn't look like it's going to. It's a low kick. Keep him out of the wind. Holt's going to take it from the 46, and he's going to be taken down after trying to go outside at the 49-yard line.
Good kick on the part of the Haverhill special teams. Punter, that's the word I'm looking for.
It was a nice kick. He kept it low and out of that wind that's whipping through Haverhill. And I think I just saw my first piece of lawn furniture.
It was the Chase Lounge. Red and blue stripe motif. And followed by, it looks like the lid of a gas grill.
And there's the rest of the gas grill. Hopefully that propane tank doesn't hit anything. Whistle on the field. Oh, we want to take this moment to something on Chelmsford. That's...
I don't know what that call is.
That's where the official crosses his heart and...
Hopes to die.
Maybe so.
I don't know. It might be the I really feel bad about this, but I have to call a penalty signal. All righty, Danny.
2 men split for Chelmsford. Campbell dropping back to pass. Looks like Chelmsford's going to try to put it in. He's in a little bit of trouble. He's going to keep it himself as he goes. He's going to... No, he's not going to get tripped up. He's still going around the end, and he's going to go out of bounds at about the 40-yard line.
Well, if I were the Haverhill coaching staff, I think Monday in practice, we'd be practicing tackling. Because certainly Campbell breaking 4 different individual attempts to tackle him, plus coming out under pressure, putting the ball down, doing the smart thing. And that's the difference between having someone who's got bad knees and has to stand in the pocket and someone who's mobile.
Campbell, again, deceptively fast. The past few games, they haven't had to go to the run, to the quarterback run very much as they had in previous games, but electing to go with it then. Campbell dropping back to pass. He fires. The pass is tipped at the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be picked off by Haverhill. Oh, no. With 21 seconds left, Haverhill's going to take over from the 42-yard line.
Hey, you see the official is kind of excited on that call. Jay Willikers. Must have been a little arguing down on the field. Now the Chelmsford defense will have a chance to come out on the field and do a little playing. They haven't had a big opportunity this quarter.
Giroux in the shotgun, flooding the right side. Dropping back to pass, in trouble again. 3rd time he's been sacked in the first half.
All right, I got 10 in the pool.
Oh my gosh.
The Haverhill offensive line just folding their tents, as it were. Giroux in the deep shotgun, and the next thing you know, he's face down on the dirt. And that'll be the half. My goodness, Dan.
14-6, you certainly can't complain about that.
No, you betcha we can't complain. Hey, we're back. Would you believe it? Dan Kachufis, Jeff Stallard, the Chelmsford High School Television Club, Chelmsford Community Television et al. Here in Haverhill as Chelmsford Lacapo kicks it off. It's a short fly ball again. Haverhill finally figures this one out. And they'll have the ball 1st and 10 at about their own 42-yard line.
Derek Griffin on the carry. He almost broke free there, as you see. Just, weaved in and out and almost got free.
Haverhill 30% for being able to hold on to that short fly ball kickoff Chelmsford's been using. 9:52 left to go in the second half. We're just cranking it up. We're in Haverhill. Why? Because we are.
That's where our lines are playing.
14-6 Chelmsford. All right, Danny, let's have the play-by-play.
Sure, it's Shagru over center. That tight formation we've seen all night. Shagru hands off to the fullback, Rob Pike, and he's ahead to the 44-yard line. It looks like that's a pickup of about 2.5 yards. Yes, we're in Haverhill, and guess what? I believe the our production truck is it's back from where it had been in Wisconsin last week.
Wow. The truck is in Indiana. Indiana wants it, but I can't drive there anymore. That was Ron Rich on the tackle on that last play.
Shagru, the sophomore, over center with Pike in motion. The pitch is out to number 25. Oh, he's going to get taken down for no gain at all. 25, Mark Guerrero, a senior, 5'8", 155 out of Haverhill High School.
Hey, Dan, how do you make a Haverhill sandwich?
Get the line defense after him, maybe.
Hey, there you go.
That'll work.
2 slices of line defense and a little Haverhill meat to go in the middle. Third and... Is that a 6 or an 8, Dan?
That is a 6.
3rd and 6. My goodness.
Looks more like about 7, but that's a long 6. Shagru over center. He's got double split wide. 1 on each side. And 2 guys in the backfield. Timeout.
Little confusion on the Haverhill offense there. 44 and 2. Not quite sure who's supposed to be where.
That's next week. We're playing Andover.
Andover. Golden Warriors. Are they still allowed to be Warriors? Or does the PC crowd get a hold of them?
They're still Golden Warriors this year.
Good for them. It's always good to beat somebody with a name you know.
They are the Golden Warriors, and they do stuff. I don't know. They're 6-0 so far this year.
These are the Haverhill Hillies with the BC College uniforms.
Shagru over center. Waiting for the snap. There it goes. He's dropping back to pass. He pocket collapsing. He's going to take it himself. Going up the middle. He's going to have the first down.
He's going to have the first down, but he certainly paid that with a couple of shots right into the face. But when you put the ball down and run, that's what you got to expect.
Yep. Sean Shagru, number 7.
Andover's 6-0, huh?
Andover is 6-0. Yes, they are.
That's very interesting.
I don't know. They haven't played Central Catholic yet. That game is a Thanksgiving Day game. And I don't know if that's at Lovely Field or if it's at Veterans Stadium, but up. Motion.
What? Oh, my goodness. Everybody in the field saw the motion except a few small select group of individuals. So Haverhill will have the play stand.
The quarterback, it looked like, jumped for Haverhill.
You saw it. I saw it. The Chelmsford defense saw it.
The other broadcast booth saw it.
Oh, well.
If we had Mel Gibson, we could have a conspiracy theory. Shagru over center. He drops. He keeps it back himself. Going to be ahead. He's going to have, let's say 2 or 3 yards after he gets out of bounds.
Well, Shagru providing Haverhill's lone offense this half. Sole offense, lone offense.
Sole, lone. Each mean 1. Why not?
He's so alone.
Unfortunately for Haverhill, this is so. But guess what? We're rooting for Chelmsford, so we don't care.
I tell you folks, I tried to shut the press box window to keep the breeze out. We got the frame down, but there's no glass in it. Here's Shagru again. around the corner. He's going to be popped down at about the 35-yard line of the Lions.
That'll be close to a first down, and they're going to give it to him on the spot. That was Evan Dunn on that. Oh, huge hit. It was a good hit. Very sparse crowd here tonight. I suppose they're all home at sleeping, whatever, because guess what? Tomorrow night's Halloween, so.
It is?
It is.
And I don't have a thing to wear.
Well, I'm working tomorrow night, so come and see me at Sears Hardware, 3 to 9. Shagru dropping back to pass, looking for a receiver. He's got a man open. Oh, the receiver trips and incomplete. The receiver, Scott Alsop, number 1. Running back coming out of the backfield.
Number 15, young Mr. Coder on the defense there. Haverhill receiver just lying down on the job.
Actually, technically, that's old Mr. Coder because, well, technically they're both still young, but technically Phil is the older brother of Mark.
I'm so confused. Where do you work?
They're Sears Hardware.
Sears Hardware. In Scenic, downtown North Chelmsford.
Drum Hill, yeah.
Reverse. Come on. Oh, come on.
Uh-oh, Pike's got a little bit of room, and he's going to be taken down by Fleming. Good stop, but Haverhill's going to have the first down.
We have trick or treat at the mall tomorrow night, where I work.
Oh, yeah?
They've got from like, I don't know, 5 to 8. They'll have thousands of kids from the tri-state area converging on the poor mall merchants. And if you don't participate and buy like tons of candy, the mall management puts a curse on you.
Sounds good. Shagru coming back out. Tight formation. Everyone tight. But now Alsop dropping back. Pass. Oh, it's batted away.
Kashoni almost with the interception. He'll remember that one in his dreams tonight.
And he's still a little bit shaken up over it.
I was going to dress as Marv Albert for Halloween, but I couldn't find the right toupee. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how it goes, Sal. Bringing you this live thriller between Chelmsford and Haverhill. Haverhill with the ball. Ali's down on the canvas. We're not even in Manila. Enough of that.
Yeah. All right, that's Shagru back in the shotgun. Tongue twister, say that 5 times fast. Shagru gives to Pike. Oh, Pike's got some room. Only one man to stop him. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Haverhill.
Well, that's not good. Who gave him permission to do that?
I don't know. 22-yard touchdown run for Mr. Pike.
Wouldn't you know it? There's not even a flag on the play.
Wishful thinking. Sorry.
We should bring a bucket of flags to the next game.
Just throw them all out onto the field.
Throw the flags out. Whenever there's a play that goes against us, we'll throw out the flags.
They're going to go for the 2-point conversion, try to tie this one up. Shagru over center. Dropping back, he's rolling to the left, and he's going to be into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Scores tied at 14 apiece.
So Haverhill puts it in a knot here at Haverhill Stadium. Just been informed, Dan, that I have to speak more to the microphone. They can't hear me. That means somebody must want to listen.
Really?
I'm as amazed as you are.
Unbelievable. Wow. So you're the one, Mr. Peterson. Mr. Peterson, Mr. Tom Peterson, if you're not aware, is our director. And he's our advisor for the TV club at Chelmsford High School.
God bless him. All right, 14-14, 5:44 left to go. Left to go here in the third period of action. This stadium must have a name.
Haverhill Stadium.
That's it?
That's it.
I mean, they didn't have a hero or somebody up here to name it after? I mean, you got Holman Stadium in Nashua, Colley Stadium in Lowell, Condemned Stadium in Lawrence. Oh, that's not somebody, that's a thing.
But they're playing there this year.
I remember even in '81 when we played there, that you still couldn't go in the upper deck. It's
Line
a squibber,
drive.
and it goes out of bounds.
That one
There's the Hankies.
That one gets out of bounds at about the 8-yard line at Chelmsford.
And I suspect Chelmsford will want to have them kick it over.
Yeah, I don't think they'd like to go 92 yards for the touchdown.
Well, it would be more exciting.
Yeah. So guess what? Haverhill's going to have to kick from the 35 now.
All right, what's the sack count on Shagru, the Haverhill quarterback?
3.
3. I have 10 in the pool. Somebody called down to the Lions sidelines. Well,
We have replay of the 1917 World Series, maybe? Black Sox scandal.
oh, that would be Sox of color. You can't say Black Sox anymore. Those guys were, I can't believe what a bunch of stumble mums they were to bet on themselves and screw the thing up like that.
Oh, well. Such is life. Haverhill's going to have to kick it over. That's Drayton Simpson. The kick.
Well, that was interesting. Shows it certainly picking up much better field position on the re-kick, as the officials discuss, I think, whether it went 10 yards or not. And then Chelmsford off the ball, 1st and 10 at midfield. My goodness.
They go 10 yards. The kick received at about the 49-yard line. The Chelmsford player, the up man, fell about a yard forward to the 50-yard line. So that's a 42-yard difference, and I'll take that.
Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a football out of my hat. Hey, now, Dan, does it have to go 10 yards from the point it's kicked or 10 yards from the 35?
I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. 10 yards from 35, I'm not sure.
All right, Campbell working over center. There's Metz, the motion man. Again, the motion. The eye backfield, the handoff to Morris. Oh, my goodness gracious. There's nothing there. He stopped on the 50. Where was the offensive line on that play? All right, that'll bring up 2nd and 10 or so.
Well, the offensive line was somewhere else. They didn't catch those two blitzing Haverhill defenders, and unfortunately, those two blitzing Haverhill defenders caught Chris Morris.
All righty, here comes Campbell and the Lions again. Split left, eye backfield. There's the handoff. Oh, Campbell keeping it, looks to throw. It's incomplete. Just out of the hands of number 87.
Matt Coder.
That would be old Mr. Cadet.
No, that would be young Mr.
Young
Coder.
Mr. Cadet. I'm so confused.
Phil Coder is a senior in high school, and Matt is a junior at Chelmsford High School.
I was a senior in high school for 3 years.
Really?
I could read reading, but I couldn't read writing. It held me back.
So it's 3rd down and 10 from the just inside Lion territory.
Alrighty. Mets get set. Campbell works. I formation. Hand off to Morris. Morris is working. He's got some room. He's still on his feet. Oops, I didn't see that happen. That's not Morris, is it, Dan?
That is Matt Holt. Matt Holt.
My apologies to the Holt family. I missed that whole thing completely. But I'll take it because it's 1st and 10 for the Lions.
And now that's a 25-yard pickup to about the 25-yard line from the 50-yard line. So that'll
I'm doing
work.
so well, I ought to start spotting for the other team. I can't see what the heck I'm doing. All right, here come the Lions again. Double tight eye, split left. Morris, the tailback in motion. Is it the play action? Handoff to Mendonca. All right, it was a handoff.
Yeah, there's a handoff to Mendonca, and he's powers ahead for about 5 yards, so it'll be 2nd down or about 5.
Well, you know what the problem was? My tongue was over my eye teeth, and I couldn't see what I was saying. You don't buy that, huh?
I've never heard anything that made less sense.
All right, here come the Lions. 2nd and 5. Is the handoff to Morris.
Moore's up to about the 18-yard line. That's a 2-yard pickup. It'll be 3rd down and about 3. Morris not getting the hole he needed and only had that 2-yard pickup.
The Haverhill defense apparently adjusting during halftime. They're doing a much better job at stopping the Lions here in the 3rd quarter than they did in the 1st half.
This is 4 down territory for the Lions now as they're in tight. Don't want to try that field goal either with the stiff wind blowing in their face.
Well, in case you're like the rest of me that missed that, that was Campbell and the quarterback keeper down to the 10-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal for the Lions.
I think they actually have room to put it inside that.
Oh, my goodness.
1 foot. It's going to be 1st and 10.
You think you could agree with me on at least one spot, you guys? All right. 1st and 10 from the 10.5-yard line or so. Campbell works double tight wing left. Here's the handoff to Morris. Morris may have the touchdown. My goodness. Bouncing, spinning, flopping, and Morris down to the goal line. Whether he's in or not, we'll wait and see. It doesn't look like the officials are going to give it to him. Another wonderful spot, but that'll put Chelmsford 1st and goal from the 1-foot line.
That's good. It's very good.
Oh my goodness, 2nd and goal. Okay, all right. As Campbell, the handoff.
Touchdown!
Morris is going to have it on the 2nd effort. A great 2nd effort by Morris, and that'll give the Lions the lead again.
Great run by Morris, especially that run to set it up on the 1-yard line, that 9-yard run. 9, 10, whatever it is, that he got it in.
Chelmsford setting up for the PAT.
Be interesting now to see what happens with that kick.
Mouncey kicking into a stiff breeze. Several pieces of lawn furniture have just blown by, and it's up, and it's good. Mouncey under a lot of pressure to get that kickoff, and a nice job that he did, and that gives the Lions a 21-14 lead.
Yes, 21-14. The Lions marching at 50 yards.
Hey,
getting
Dan.
into the end zone. I wonder what's going on down in that truck. Oh, well, doesn't seem like we're going to a commercial.
All right, here's a commercial. Brighto makes old bodies new. That's a little piece of Three Stooges memorabilia, I guess. Brighto, get your Brighto here. It's when they take it and he goes up to the cop and he says he can get the stain off the cop's uniform. And next thing you know, he's put a hole right in the cop's uniform. So Larry's pretending he's a guy with one leg. He's got his foot stuck through a hole in the fence. So the cop comes along, do you have a permit? He says, no. And the guy looks and says, oh, sorry, fella. And in the meantime, while the cop's standing there, there's a dog on the other side of the fence trying to chew on his foot. Brighto, makes old bodies new. Woo, 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 woo. All right. Well, hey, that's what happens when they don't have a commercial prepared for them.
So Lacapo is going to kick for the Lions.
Oh, it's certainly about time.
Oh!
Ouch!
Oh!
I think somebody from Haverhill is going to be wearing a few cleat marks in his head from that one. Goodness gracious.
That was a hit.
Well,
oh, I'm still feeling that one, and I wasn't even down on the field.
Wow, man, that was such a hard hit. It cracked one of the rafters up here in the press box. That'll give Haverhill the ball on their own 45-yard line, 1st and 10. Take it away, Dan.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Jeff, sir. That's Shagru over center, as we've had. That's the man in motion, Scott Alsop, number 1. Pitch out to 25.
Oh, where's the flag? Flag, where are you? Number 44 from Haverhill. Just grabbing a whole fistful of jersey there.
Mark Guerrero on the carry. About 3 yards. And number 44, Rob Pike, gets away with one.
Rather.
Split to the right, Adam Gagne. Chagru over center. Pike in motion, and he's going to be the man who gets the ball. He's got some room around the sideline. LaCapo giving chase. And he's going to be taken down by Coder on the Chelmsford 20-yard line.
The tackle by young Mr. Coder.
Old Mr. Coder.
Oh. Coder saving the touchdown for the Lions. The Haverhill backed up in the backfield, just absolutely all of a sudden pops out and plenty of running room. The breeze now blowing right into the press box. Ducked in. There goes a Buick. It's a small Buick that just blew by, ladies and gentlemen. Fortunately, one of the doors was open and it caused it to spin away from the press box.
1st and 10, Chagru takes the snap, drops back to pass, rolling to the right. He fires. Incomplete. He underthrows it.
Andy Fleming, number 11 on the defense. And fortunately, the wind was helping us a little bit that night. It kind of blew the ball away from the Haverhill offensive receiver. As he went into his dive for the ball just kind of blew away.
Yeah, we've seen that a few times already tonight.
So you see that even Mother Nature is supporting the Lions. She's been a fan from way back.
Oh, that's 44 again. Rob Pike breaks away again and gets 5 yards eventually on it.
Well, Pike had him Chelmsford man on him at the line of scrimmage. Unfortunately, might have been 55 Warshawski, not able to bring him down, and he'll pick up a nice little gain for the Hillies.
Yeah, he will. 5-yard pickup. It's 3rd down and 5 from the Chelmsford 15.
You can see the dirt just blowing off the field here in Haverhill.
Chagru again over center. Tight formation. He drops back to pass. He's rolling to the left. He's going to keep it himself. Breaks a tackle, and he's ahead to, let's say, the 7-yard line, where he's going to be taken down, and it's going to be 1st and goal.
That was number 60, Pete Cormier, that actually had the tackle, tripped up the Chagru man, but he was able to fall forward for about another 5 yards. And we're going to have a timeout on the field.
That's the end of the quarter.
For the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the quarter, 21-14 the score.
That's the end of the quarter. We can expect to be back after this brief commercial break.
Nope, guess not.
Brighto makes old bodies new.
I think this is going to make for an interesting end of the game.
What, do we have no commercials?
Well, yeah, besides that, but a score. Say Haverhill puts the ball in the end zone, crossing our fingers, hoping it doesn't happen, but 21-21 going into the 4th quarter.
Just say no. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Just say no to touchdowns. Say no to Haverhill. That's right. Nancy and I just say no.
And being joined in the booth by ex-President Ronald Reagan.
Well, whenever I'm in Haverhill, I am in Haverhill, right? Whenever I'm in Haverhill, I root for Chelmsford. And whenever I'm in Chelmsford, I root for Chelmsford.
Why is that, sir?
Well, Nancy always said I'm a lion at heart.
Oh, okay. That's very nice to know, sir.
Well, thank you, Jim.
My name's Dan, sir.
That's right, Jim. Thank you very much for this chance to be on your program.
You're quite welcome, Mr. President.
I make a little jest, but I do happen to believe that Ronald Reagan was probably the greatest president of our century. This is what happens, folks, when we don't have any commercials during the break. We're forced to entertain you.
We get strange guests up in the booth. Just Mr. Reagan showed up.
Okay, take
honor.
it away, Dan.
All right, Chagru over center to the man in motion. That's Pike. Chagru gives. into the end zone, touchdown.
Well, I hate to say it, but Haverhill taking the game outside, which is traditionally Chelmsford weak point, and unfortunately that'll bring them within tying distance.
Mark Guerrero. On the sweep around the end, and he was into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now, I don't understand why Chelmsford can't get, like, the last 5 games of the season, some southern teams in their schedule, like Florida, Mississippi, Alabama, some of those warmer climates.
Oh, boy. You love that. Oh, boy. Going for the 2-point conversion. And they're going to be stopped short.
All right. Haverhill. Man, oh, man. Just a chance to stick my fingers in the oven for a few minutes. Oh, it's so cold.
Drayton Simpson to kick. Going to be taken on the fly at the 11-yard line by Chris Morris. Got to see him up the middle. He breaks free. Look at this.
Well, my goodness. Morris in a foot race figures out he can't outrun the 2 Haverhill players, so he figures he'll stuff him into the ground in front of him.
Oh, wow. Morris out to the 32-yard line. It almost looked like Morris tried to tackle the Haverhill defender.
I can see Morris on his college application. Do you have any hobbies? Well, yes, gardening. Well, what do you mean gardening? I like to plant opposing defenders. Oh, man.
What's this?
Well, let's see. Chelmsford, long gain, big play, well executed, flag.
They'll set the ball on the 15-yard line when they should be up on the 32-yard line going the other way. Oh, boy. Not good, not good, not good at all. Campbell's going to take it off. I believe that's going to be Holt at the top. Morris ahead for, well, we'll say a 4-yard pickup. Second down, about 6 it's going to be.
If you're just tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, 9:20 left to go in the 4th period here at Haverhill Stadium. Dan Kachufis, Jeff Stallard, the Chelmsford High School Television Club, Chelmsford Community Television, bringing you this game brought to you by Brighto, makes old bodies new. I can say that because it's not a real product.
Campbell over center again. Keeps himself, he's rolling right, he's in trouble,
no.
And he's going to get hit. That's a loss of about 6 or 7 yards.
Campbell rolling out, not having any luck at all with the chance to set up, let alone find an open receiver. Could be the Haverhill defense is starting to smell a little blood here in the water.
3rd and 13, and they have reason to. 21-20 is the score. Chelmsford is ahead. Campbell gives it to Morris, and he's going to get back to about the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. It's going to be 4th down and 10. The punting unit comes on. They'll have the wind at their back, though.
This is going to be an interesting situation for the Lions. Somewhat sporadic in their punting game this year. Some good kicks, some not so good kicks. Right into the... well, it depends on where the wind blows. Sometimes it's blowing in Chelmsford's favor, and other times it's not. It's very interesting to see where this ends up.
To kick. Oh, the kick almost gets blocked. It might have been tipped, actually. And it's going to fall, takes a Haverhill bounce. And it's going to be down at about the Chelmsford 48. Haverhill to score 21-20. Chelmsford leads. Shagru hands off to Pike. Pike's got a little bit of room, and he's ahead for about a 4-yard pickup.
Well, no puppies and babies down on this high school field, ladies and gentlemen. Not that we would endorse having puppies and babies down on a football field during the game.
Unless the puppy was maybe a police canine attack dog. That would work. Winning Chelmsford and sick them on the opposing players.
They just sick a sideline heater on us.
Yeah, I can go fetch one of those. Shagru again over center. Dropping back to pass. Keeps himself. He's going to run. He's going to be taken down by Warshawski at the 39-yard line. It'll be about 3rd down and 1.5. Well, at this point, it's getting too cold to say much, so we're going to be quiet.
Chelmsford defense led by Pashoni, number 33, et al. On the stop. That'll give Haverhill 1st and 10. Clock winding down to 5.5 minutes left to go in the ball game.
Amazing, Jeff. You made that call even before the referee made the indication of the 1st down.
I'm psychotic. You should know that by now. I mean, did I say psychotic? I meant psychic.
Psychotic suit too well. From the 37-yard line, Haverhill sets up. Pitch out to 25. Oh, he dodges in and out, and finally he's going to be brought down by Dunn and another Chelmsford defender. That's number 25, Mark Gaero.
Still pretty well played by the Lion defense. Dan, I think we have a special guest coming into the booth right now.
Do we?
Good evening, Dan. This is Count Dracula, just stopping by in Haverhill to see the Chelmsford Lions beat the Haverhill Hills.
Ah, Count, how are you tonight?
Well, I'm very good. You know, I do my best at night. By the way, Dan, what's your blood type?
No, I'm not. All right, Shagru dropping back to pass. He fires. He's got a receiver open. That's Scott Alsop, and he's going to be taken down by Fleming at the 6-yard line.
Fleming and Kader on the defense for the Lions. This is not good. Haverhill ball 1st and 10 on about the 7-yard line.
About the 7-yard line, about that. Scoreboard says 7, I say 6. You say potato, I say potato, or whatever I was saying. I don't know. Okay, Shagru again over center. I'm going to call the play now. Pitches out to number 25, Mark Gaero.
That'll be our 2nd and goal. It doesn't look like he got much on the play.
Got about 1.5 yards, 2 yards. 2nd and 4 from the 4. 2nd and goal from the 4.
.355 left to go in the ball game here, folks. Haverhill driving deep, deep, deep in Lion territory. This could be problems.
That goal line, though, that acts like an extra defender. Oh, Pike trips up. And he goes down about the 5-yard line. A loss of 1. 3rd down and a long 5 to get in.
Well, that brings up 3rd down and a long 5, like you said, Dan. That's good.
Yes, it is. 3rd and 5 from the 5-yard line. 3:23 the clock ticking down.
You know, Dan, I must go now because it is Halloween tomorrow night. I must get Castle Dracula ready. I'll see you later.
Well, good night, Count, and
Blech.
good luck on your trip. Shagru over center.
We're looking to throw. He's going down. Going down, down. Oh, come on.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, we got a player down here.
$65, maybe 60. I'm not sure who that is. I can't tell.
I think this is going to take a few minutes, unlike the earlier Haverhill player that had perhaps the wind knocked out of him. This looks a little bit more serious. Dr. Konomakis and Coach Rich out on the field. It might be a good time if we have a commercial queued up to go to it.
That's 65. That's Ron Rich. He didn't play last week because of an injury. Because of a neck injury, I might add. I don't know what it is. I hope it's not that neck injury acting up.
We're looking. We have an injury timeout in the field. Chelmsford holding the Haverhill offense. 4th and 10. 2:47 left to go in the ball game. The Lions lead 21-20. And we're looks like I don't know if he got rolled on or when they brought down Shagru, there were like 3 Lions on him. He may have just ended up on the bottom of the pile. Looks like they're working on one of his legs.
He turned over, so that's a sign. It's probably not a neck injury because you don't want to be moving him if there's a neck or a back injury.
Looks like a knee or an ankle, perhaps not a good thing, but certainly better than a neck or a head injury. Of course, we never like to see anyone hurt. The whole staff here at the Chelmsford High School Television Club, Chelmsford Community Television, always hoping for the best for any player that's hurt, regardless of whether it's a football game or not. And as we know, tomorrow is Halloween, Dan. What did you say you were dressing up as?
I wasn't dressing up. Yeah, okay. I'm dressing up as a hardware store cashier. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, after, unfortunately, a long delay where Ron Rich was taken off the field in an ambulance. But Haverhill has to go for it. 4th and 10 from the 10-yard line. They're down by a point. Into the shotgun. Fires.
Oh, no.
Incomplete.
No flag. I don't believe it. Well, that's payback for all those other calls that we've endured so far.
Oh, everyone on the Haverhill sideline is mad, and the Haverhill fans are booing. I even thought there should have been.
Yeah, we're pretty partisan. We're here to root. We're not here to be objective, and it did very much look like a little contact before the ball got there. But, hey, you know what? The officials didn't see it. I guess it didn't happen. Wow, Dan. 1st and 10 Lions.
Oh, boy, Lions going to try to get down the field for another touchdown to at least get to 28.
Morris around. Oh, sorry, Dan.
Go right ahead, Chef. Well, anyway, Morris picked up about 3 yards on the play, 4 yards.
I'm going to have a timeout, Haverhill. I was going to say, I don't think we're going to see any throwing from the Lions. They definitely want to try and drive the clock down.
Certainly do, but at the same time, if they get in a situation where it's 3rd and long or 4th and long, then they're probably going to have to pass to keep the drive alive. They don't want to be punting away and give Haverhill possibly another chance to strike from inside Chelmsford territory.
Well, I think you have to go back to the turnover and then the unique call on the part of the Chelmsford coaching staff. Not really an onside kick, sort of like a short fly ball. And I think those are the turning points of the game right there.
Certainly so. Haverhill, you see at this point, they have to use their timeouts. Chelmsford leads by a point, 21-20. A great game played so far. A very evenly matched game. And we don't have the exact statistics, but if we did, it'd probably show that both teams are about even in all categories.
And that was the Chelmsford High School band you heard in the background. They're doing a fine job here at Haverhill Stadium. The band, the flag folks, the twirlers, all those folks doing a fine job supporting our Lions.
Whoa, Morris almost breaks free there. Ahead to about the 25-yard line, and he'll have the first down.
I was going to try and tell you what I saw, but I didn't know what I saw, so I didn't see I saw. Wow.
You know, it's amazing. After one band plays the Hay song, the other band automatically has to play the Hay song.
Actually, if you look, it's page 27, column 2, paragraph 3, subparagraph A in the MIAA band rule book. You look that up, it'll be there.
Oh.
And
I bet.
And donkeys fly. There's a little, competitive spirit between the bands. You know, they want to get involved, show the other folks in the other band that they can play that note a little higher, a little sharper, a little flatter, a little louder. Just a lot of pride in the adjunct groups that don't actually get onto the field with a ball or a stick. And certainly we're fortunate to have such a good representation for Chelmsford as our band.
And that representation is the Haverhill sideline.
Sounds a little flat. I thought it was Haverhill. No, they're a good band too. I'm just teasing.
Must be those Halloween costumes. They were all dressed in their Halloween costumes. Certainly a very creative bunch of people.
Oh, yeah. All right, here comes the Lions. Campbell working with the triple I formation. Double tight. There's the handoff to the up back Morris. Morris is going to be stuffed at the 24. Going to be working on all those Thanksgiving phrases, you know, like there's the Billerica ball carrier stuffed at the 24 like a Thanksgiving turkey.
Oh.
Well, they pounded that Billerica ball carrier into the ground just like a candied yam. And we have a timeout on the field.
Haverhill using their second timeout. I believe they'll have 2 more.
That's about 2 too many. Ladies and gentlemen, we just... this is unbelievable.
And how about this for Thanksgiving? The Billerica ball carrier canned like cranberry sauce.
Holy cow! Holy cow, it's Phil Rizzuto with the blank blank store. Oh, wrong sport. All right, the Lions are coming back. It's 2:20 left to go in the ball game. It's 2nd and 11. 21-20, the Lions lead. Ball on the 24 of Chelmsford. Again, the Lions come out. Campbell working over the center. Triple I backfield. There's the pitch to Morris. There's a flag on the play. Morris is going to be over the 25. And we've got flags everywhere.
One flag in the backfield. I don't know what it could be. And a flag that was thrown about the line of scrimmage. I suppose the one at the line of scrimmage might be a hold on Chelmsford.
Well, I think you're right. Chelmsford's going to get the worst end of this one. But we'll take these small potato flags after the not having the flag thrown on that 4th and 10 for the Haverhill. Ineligible downfield, is that what that means?
I think that's illegal motion.
Illegal motion. Yeah, you're right. Ineligible is when they pat their head and then you lose it down. All right. And it'll bring up 2nd and 11. The ball's still on the 24.
I don't think there is a ball.
Well, there's got to be a ball. They can't just stand there and look at each other.
Well, it was beyond the Haverhill. Campbell was looking around as to say, like, where's the ball?
Button. Who's got the button? Chelmsford again. Morris Now we've got another whistle on the play. Or not the play. Whistle on whatever happened.
I think the Haverhill coach is complaining that the clock started. And it probably shouldn't have started. So it probably should be reset to 2:13 where it was before.
Well, Dan, while we're getting the clock fixed, we had this advisory from the Coast Guard in Newburyport. They cover the Merrimack River all the way down to Lawrence. There's an iceberg watch on. So small craft operating on the Merrimack River this evening, you want to be careful for icebergs. especially if you have two movie stars on board that are falling in love.
And probably you should watch out for penguins carrying alcoholic beverages.
I don't see what the big deal is about that movie. I mean, you know how it ends.
Yeah. Big boat goes down.
There was a big controversy. I guess one video store owner was editing some of the more graphic adult-type things out of the movie at his customer's request. I mean, you could still buy it uncut. And I guess people are all up in arms over it. But he's gone from PG to G. Here come the Lions. Again, triple I. Campbell works. Campbell rolls left in the play action. He's going to throw. He's got a man open. Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen, nicely done, Lions.
Great catch by Coder on about the 49-yard line of Haverhill. Could go either way, 49-yard line.
And that would be old Mr. Coder.
That would be young Mr. Coder.
Young Mr. Coder. Coder on the catch. That'll give the Lions 1st and 10. Haverhill using up most, if not all, of their timeouts here. Good call on Bruce Rich's part.
And he was wide open.
Chelmsford with the fake misdirection plays. Morris heads for the sideline, almost faking the what looked like the halfback pass, or the deep tailback pass in this case.
1:47 left, 21-20 is the score.
You may hear in the background the is it radio or TV over yonder?
That is Haverhill Access TV.
Haverhill Access TV. Not quite enjoying the results of this game as much as we are.
Hey, look at that. There's Coach Rich over there. Or there was Coach Rich over there.
All right. Campbell hands up to the fullback. I think that was Mendonca.
That's what it looked like. Who's still
on his feet.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow, what's that, about 9 maroon shirts or brown shirts, whatever they are, trying to bring Mendonca down, and he's still on his feet.
And they'll give him the first down.
Give him the first down. They ought to give him half the other team's helmets. It's trophies.
21-20 is the score. Haverhill is on the short end of the score.
So that'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Lions on a very nice effort by Mendonca from the fullback position.
That one's definitely going in the highlight reel.
Campbell hands up Morris, the tailback. Morris is going to have a little bit of yardage. He'll be over the 35, down to about the 33-yard line of Haverhill.
Clock is down under 1 minute.
All right, Chelmsford just rising to the occasion here. The Chelmsford offense playing very, very well this evening. And fortunately, or very nice to watch, we got a full team effort again this week, just like we did in Drake. The offense and the defensive units both clicking very well together.
And certainly so. This team, they've scored 20 points against the Chelmsford Lions, but Haverhill is a step up in caliber from the Drake team. Looks like Campbell's going to down it.
Campbell into the downing with Morris in the prevent. We're under 30 seconds, so there won't be another play. Haverhill has no way to stop the clock, I don't think. Chelmsford may have to run one more play. Well, that's the game. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, 21-20. The Lions win on the road thanks to a good effort by both units.
Both units certainly put in great effort. And this is the 3rd win in a row for Chelmsford. Chelmsford has won their last 3.
All right, Dan, next week we'll be hosting the Andover Golden Warriors at George Simonian Alumni Stadium.
prior to this week's action, they were 6-0, and I forget who they were playing this week, but no doubt, I'm not sure.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you've had a chance to see a great football game here in Haverhill. Chelmsford again, 21-20. The only thing that really marred the entire evening was the injury to Ron Rich, and we'll certainly, our thoughts and prayers are with him that it's a minor injury and that he'll be back to his old self in no time. Again, we want to congratulate the Chelmsford High School football team, the coaching staff, the band, the cheerleaders, the majorettes, the color guard, and all the folks that put on this fine show this evening. Dan Kachufis and Jeff Stout in the booth with the Chelmsford High School Television Club. Chelmsford Community Television, whole effort led by General Tom Peterson here in Haverhill, saying thank you and good night.
Good night.